Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Toybox, and yeah, it's another day, another video. In this one, we're going over stuff about what you need for a reference picture, and then how to find how to find someone to commission to do your own style, I guess, if that makes any sense. So, what do you need for a reference sheet? Well, first you need a character. They can be, in this one we're going over specifically furries, but this can apply to non-furs as well. You need a character, you need different angles of your character and detailed pictures of your character. Like the pattern, if you have any pattern designs, show where those are. Don't just say, hey, they're on the left arm, like in this area. Put them on your character. So it's supposed to have a front angle, a back angle, and a side angle if you can. It's all, if you're a furry, then it's good to also have a tail, maw, and just head separately. Instead of just all having that as one thing. But if you can't do that, then that should be all right. It worked with me, as you can see. So what else do you need for a reference sheet? Well, if there's any additional details that you want, like maybe you got a base for your reference sheet, you bought one online or something, and it's not quite right for you. Like maybe the tail is a bit too long, maybe it's not maybe you want a line with a lizard tail or something like that, or like a fox tail or something like that, and you don't know how to change that, then put that on your reference sheet. And make sure to mark what designs you want on that foxtail. If you can, just draw a little rough sketch of it if you can, so that way they get an idea of what you want it to look like. And just say, put a note saying, hey, I don't want this tiger tail, I want the foxtail here, or something like that. So, after you made your reference sheet, and let's say you want to commission someone, how do you find the style that you're looking for, and who do you go to? Well, that's not really something that's easy for everyone. Everyone has their own style. Basically, you have to do your own research and find out what creators you like. Look around and see what suits people have, and then say, oh, I like that style. And it's usually they'll have on their Instagram or maybe even Twitter or whatever social media they have, they usually put who made their suit. So, when you find that out, go to that suit maker and check out their prices on the suits, just so you get a general idea of that. And also just see the style of it. See, okay, this is what I want. And if you can as well, check other styles as well. Just compare and be because you don't want to go for just one that you see oh, that one's cute, I'm gonna go for that one, and then just regret it later on. Be oh, I wish I would have gone for that style. That's what I did. I looked at styles that I wanted for Toybox, and I was hey, I don't know if I should go with this one or I should go with that one. So you might want to look in depth with it, but basically the style that you want your suit or your commission to be is all up to you. You have to do your own research on that end. You can have help from other people asking, hey, do anyone who can do a suit or a commission in this specific style? And I'm sure they'd be fun to send you links. But again, go online, do your own research with that, look up different suit makers and look at their styles, and that is how you find your own style for a suit that you want. Now, it might not be exactly what you want, but as long as it's close enough to what you want, you'll be good. You'll be all good. So, with that all being said, again, going back to your reference sheet, make sure that your character is detailed, and again, make sure you have a front, back, and a side view of your character, if it is, and also head and maw and tail separately if you're a furry. So that way they get the full idea of because just having a front and back of something doesn't really give enough detail, so you might have to have it separate from the actual character. And again, if you want, let's say, a piercing or something, add that in and out and what kind of piercing you want, or if you can, draw your piercing on. Here's an example of a reference sheet that I have. Now, this is my Sona Aki, and as you can see, they're a bat. And as you can see, I left a note saying that I want the neck fluff and the chest fluff to be a bit shorter, so that way it's not so pronounced, I guess. And as you can see, I also added a nose piercing. So, again, any details that you want. As far as, like, props and stuff, if the person that you're commissioning can't make props or refuses to make a prop, you can always go online and look for props that you find that you want. Or, if you can also make your own props for your character. For Toybox, I made a few bones for him, so that way I have something to kind of, like, I guess, have something about my character that's fun, I guess. So, if you want, like, any additional, like, details, like clothing as well, if you commission someone for a fursuit and your persona has clothes on, they're probably not gonna do the clothes. They're probably not gonna make those for you. You have to go somewhere and you have to find those clothes. And you have to experiment with that. Be like, I like this style, like that style. Just try and experiment with different things, basically. So, remember, with the reference sheet, have a detailed picture of your character from the front view, the back view, a side view, just the head, and just the maw or tail if it's a furry. And remember, when looking for a style, look yourself to see what styles there are. Again, you can ask a friend or ask someone if they know someone, if they can help you find someone who makes a specific style. But most of the research has to be done on your own part. And again, compare different designs. You might see one that you like a lot, but then you also might see something that's similar that you like better. So compare with that. And also, again, check prices. And if you can as well, send the person you're commissioning a picture of your persona and ask how much the price guide would be, because sometimes they do charge more for how much detail there is. So keep that in mind as well. So, with all that being said, I hope that you all have a good morning, good afternoon, and a good evening.